Before he became a legend of speed and space, Chuck Yeager was simply a young fighter pilot fighting for survival in the skies over Europe. Born in rural West Virginia, Yeager was not a polished officer or a college-trained engineer. He was a natural flyer, confident, fearless, and deeply instinctive. When World War II pulled America into the fight, Yeager entered the U.S. Army Air Forces and was sent to the European theater to fly the P-51 Mustang, one of the war's finest fighters. Combat over Europe was unforgiving. German flak tore through bomber formations. Enemy fighters attacked without warning. Pilots who bailed out behind enemy lines often vanished forever. In March 1944, Yeager's luck ran out. His P-51 was hit over France, and he parachuted into occupied territory. Capture or execution was a real possibility. Instead, Yeager evaded the Germans with the help of the French resistance, crossing the Pyrenees on foot into Spain. Few pilots ever made it back from such an escape. But Yeager refused to sit out the war. Despite regulations that barred escaped airmen from returning to combat, Yeager personally appealed to General Eisenhower. He was granted an exception, one of the few men allowed to fight again. Back in the cockpit, Yeager became deadlier than ever. In October 1944, he shot down 5 German aircraft in a single day, achieving the rare status of ace in a day. By war's end, Yeager had scored 13.5 aerial victories, earned multiple decorations, and gained a reputation for calm courage under fire. Yet his greatest contributions were still ahead. After the war, Yeager remained in the Army Air Forces, now the U.S. Air Force, and entered the mysterious world of experimental flight. Jets were pushing aircraft beyond known limits, and many pilots died trying to find those boundaries. On October 14, 1947, Yeager climbed into the Bell X-1, an orange bullet-shaped aircraft carried aloft by a bomber. Days earlier, he had broken 2 ribs in a riding accident, but he flew anyway, hiding the injury to avoid grounding. At 43,000 feet, Yeager ignited the rocket engine. The aircraft accelerated beyond Mach 1. For the first time in history, a human-controlled aircraft broke the sound barrier. No explosion, no loss of control. Just a smooth entry into a new era. Chuck Yeager had done what many believed impossible. He would go on to shape the future of flight, training test pilots, advising space programs, and influencing generations of aviators. Though he never became an astronaut, his work made space exploration possible. Chuck Yeager's legacy bridges 2 worlds: a wartime fighter pilot who faced death in the skies of Europe, and a pioneer who opened the door to the supersonic age.